When you buy a home, what are you really buying? Maybe it's 3 bedrooms, a fireplace, a nice little yard. But you're also buying the promise of better schools, safer streets, a place your kids can come home to, and a special feeling of community. All of which makes owning a home a pretty good deal for all of us. For a free guide that can help you on the path to home ownership, call the Fannie Mae Foundation.
I hear something. Do you hear it?
The Odd Couple 2 is the #1 comedy in America. 5 stars.
Is this terrific?
It's deliriously funny.
All I want is for the candle to glow rather than curse the darkness.
Lemon is priceless.
Out there somewhere, we'll find the right lamplighter.
Mathau is hilarious.
You know, we just used so many metaphors, I forgot what the hell we were talking about.
The Odd Couple 2, rated PG-13, now playing.
What do you look for in grass seed? Quick results?
We seeded it with Scott's seed last fall. As soon as I planted it, boom, it just came in.
A really terrific lawn?
And it feels like crushed velvet under your feet. It's wonderful.
How about weeds? Bargain brands can contain thousands of weed seeds that can ruin your lawn forever.
You can spend $1 or $2 less for a bag of seed.
But you don't want weeds in your grass seed.
Scott's Premium Grass Seed, 99 and 99 100% weed-free for a beautiful lawn guaranteed.
Climbing harnesses and helmets, $325. Super durable raft, $1,200. Venom antidote, $2. Last minute changes to will, $150. Surviving, priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Official card of the Eco Challenge, an admirer of those daring enough to attempt it.
Saturday night, a special half-hour tribute to Michael Jordan's incomparable career. Then the Bulls, the Knicks, the NBA's top rivalry. Saturday at 8 Eastern on NBC.
Last week on Caroline, Richard became a millionaire.
We have $3 million.
Now, the bad news.
You don't have to work for Caroline anymore.
Whoa. So you got $3 million. What are you going to do now?
You can afford to buy yourself a personality.
An all-new Caroline Monday on NBC.
Monday, it's one of America's greatest health dangers, a leading cause of death, falling.
About 1 out of 3 people over 65 in this country fall every year.
Now, new information about how to protect yourself. An ancient secret may be the key. Living longer, living better. On NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw, Monday.
Where's the place to stop? Chrysler and Plymouth Days at your Chrysler and Plymouth dealer. Right now, get the fun-to-drive Plymouth Neon with $1,500 cash back or 1.9% APR for up to 60 months. Choose from select new Chrysler and Plymouth minivans like Plymouth Grand Voyager or Chrysler Town & Country and get up to $1,000 cash back. But hurry, they won't last. Where to stop? Your nearest Chrysler and Plymouth dealer.
Boy, does this feel like a good old Denny's. I got hot cakes, even got Fabian playing.
That's not Fabian, that's Frankie Avalon.
No, it's Fabian. I know Fabian. I had all the singles. Don't tell me it's not Fabian, please.
Oh, yeah? You think you know Fabian?
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Hey, Fabian, tell him.
Oh, it's Frankie Avalon, and you know nothing of my music.
Pass the salt.
That's not salt.
Within all of us lies the potential to become something greater. There are ordinary chickens, and then there are those whose destiny it is to become mighty, meaty, golden plump chickens. The road is long, but those who succeed will be far better chickens for frying. I mean, trying. Golden plump. It's a mighty, meaty chicken.
Weekend Warriors get sun and possible raindrops. See who gets what when at 10.
NBC, winner of the Freedom of the Press Award from the National Press Club, the year's most honored television news magazine. Dateline will be right back.
we have a deal.
Today, the best opportunities are global, and so are we.
We see a huge market development here.
The Equitable, a strong and trusted partner in the U.S.
This combination means new growth for both partners.
AXA, a global powerhouse in 50 countries with more than $500 billion under management.
Here, have a look at the future.
AXA and Equitable. Global reach from a trusted friend. Equitable is a member of the Global AXA Group.
What do you look for in grass seed? Quick results?
We seeded it with Scott's seed last fall. As soon as I planted it, boom, it just came in.
A really terrific lawn?
And it feels like crushed velvet under your feet. It's wonderful.
How about weeds? Bargain brands can contain thousands of weed seeds that can ruin your lawn forever.
You can spend $1 or $2 less for a bag of seed.
But you don't want weeds in your grass seed.
Scott's Premium Grass Seed, 99 and 99 100% weed-free for a beautiful lawn guaranteed.
This Sunday night, NBC presents the motion picture critics everywhere are calling a hit. Brave New World is marvelous, compelling, very good television, says the Wall Street Journal. People magazine made it the show of the week, and so did the editors of TV Guide. Brave New World, NBC Sunday at 9, 8 Central.
When I was a kid, my father made me dig up all the dandelions, and I hate them. Ken made a promise to me I wouldn't have to pick dandelions when we had our own home. Ken puts on the Scott's Turf Builder Plus 2. The dandelions go away, and you never even see where they were because the grass grows in thick and green and rich. It takes a very short time to see the bright green come up in the grass. One easy application, no dandelions, gone. This lawn is our pride and joy, and we wouldn't trust it to anything but Scott's. I hate dandelions.
John Lithgow performs the Discover Card Dial-Along song.
An extemporaneous piece.
Provided for your dialing pleasure while you call 1-800-IT-PAYS-2 and apply for your Discover Card, the card with the cashback bonus award that always pays you back.
That was a nice surprise.
And that's music to everyone's ears. It pays to Discover. To apply, call 1-800-IT-PAYS-2. Accepted where you see the Novus sign.
Smart. It's the magic word during Kenmore Days. Our exclusive Kenmore appliance event, and quite a bright time to buy. Choose free delivery or 0% finance charge on all Kenmore appliances over $3.99, and poof, a shiny dishwasher pops up on your doorstep. Kenmore Days. Your new kitchen is now on sale. Smart, stylish, simple. In a word, Kenmore, America's #1 appliance brand.
Burglary. There's nothing like the feeling of knowing that someone you don't know just went through your things. Allstate will help you clean up, close up, and secure your home after a burglary. Being in good hands is the only place to be.
Can you do magic?
Of course. Watch. 1 week from Sunday, the dragons will roar. The princess will be saved. And the magic will be real.
You tricked me, Merlin. I'm a wizard. That's my business.
Merlin, 1 week from Sunday on NBC.
What would it take for you to end your own life?
What secrets revealed lead to suicide?
They were sacrificed to the greater good.
Why does a man like that get to decide between right and wrong?
Was it really suicide, or is it murder? What secret would drive a man to kill?
I'll never tell you. I'll never tell you. I'll never tell you.
All new Homicide, NBC next.
The critics have made their choices, and Buick drove away with an impressive array of awards for quality and value. Now, during Buick's Spring Celebration, choose one of 3 ways to make driving a new Buick even easier. 1.9 APR GMAC financing. That's over $2,100 average finance savings. There's terrific GMAC leases or up to $2,000 cash back. But hurry, Buick Spring Celebration at your Southern Wisconsin Buick dealer.
This is the time, the feeling's new. Ooh, there's lots of excitement in all you do. Yonkers
There's lots of excitement at Yonkers' 142nd birthday sale with 20 to 50% savings store-wide. Save on great looks for your family and your home. And don't miss our Spring Shoe Spectacular. Yonkers' birthday sale is going on now with deferred billing.
Yonkers, your style of living.
Are you sure we can use these coupons on furniture? Relax. It's coupon days at Leaf Furniture. And these coupons I got in the mail are worth $75 to $500 off, depending on what I buy.
I've never heard of such. I mean, yeah, a coupon for detergent or paper towels, but a $500 coupon for furniture. Now that boggles my mind.
Oh, look, that sofa and love seat is beautiful. And with this coupon, I can save $125.
Wow, that's powerful.
That's Leaf Furniture.
Where's the place to stop? Chrysler and Plymouth Days at your Chrysler and Plymouth dealer. Right now, get the fun to drive Plymouth Neon with $1,500 cash back or 1.9% APR for up to 60 months. Choose from select new Chrysler and Plymouth minivans like Plymouth Grand Voyager or Chrysler Town & Country and get up to $1,000 cash back. But hurry, they won't last. Where to stop? Your nearest Chrysler and Plymouth dealer.
The Balloon Guy, Sundays and Wednesdays at Pedro's.
Dateline, winner of the DuPont Columbia Silver Baton for Outstanding Journalism, continues.
The Comfort Collection from Ethan Allen. Comfortably priced sofas and chairs. Custom upholstery that's at home, even if your house is a zoo. The Comfort Collection from Ethan Allen, where everyone's at home. The spring sale is on now.
Sprint announces 300 minutes free. Another great reason to stay in touch.
Hello?
Hey, honey, who's the character actor with the bald head? You know who I mean.
Sign up for Sprint Sense Long Distance now, and it doesn't matter what you talk about, because you'll get a great dime-a-minute rate and up to 300 minutes free.
This is great.
What, the movie?
No, talking to you this long for free.
Look, it's him.
Talk all you want and get 300 minutes free. Call now, 1-800-PIN-DROP.
Hey, when bad things happen in life, you wish you could reverse them. Because when everything you've worked hard for goes up in flames, you just want things back the way they were. We know accidents happen. That's why at Farmers Insurance, everything we do is about getting life back to normal again. Isn't that what insurance is supposed to do? Farmers, get you back where you belong.
Last week on Susan, they met. They kissed, but then he left and Jack jumped for joy. But now...
Hello again.
He's back and this time Love's here to stay.
I belong here with you.
Yeah, but what does he have over Jack?
I'm thinking this guy must really be, you know...
An all-new Susan. Hey, a whole hour of Susan, NBC Monday.
And now here's Jody Applegate with a look at what's coming up this weekend on Today. Jody?
Thanks, Maria. We'll have the latest on what women need to know about mammograms. Plus, the amazing story of a company where the average age of the employees is 73. Yeah, 73, and they're making money. One reason is they don't need a retirement plan. We'll tell you all about it this weekend on Today. Maria?
Now let's take a look at one of the stories we're working on for Dateline Sunday at 7, 6 Central.
It looked like the kind of thing nobody should have lived through.
I thought he was killed. I thought he had died.
The boat demolished and burning around him.
I remember seeing my feet in the air above my head and landing and knowing I was in a bad position.
Caught dead center in an explosion. How did he live to tell about it? A Dateline Survivor Special. And on Dateline Sunday at 8, it blasted across the South, a wild storm system, churning up tornadoes, splintering homes and businesses.
We ran inside and then the whole roof fell.
What is it like in the path of one of these twisters?
I just cried and prayed to Jesus.
A Dateline Minute by Minute. Those stories on Dateline Sunday.
And that's Dateline for this Friday. We'll see you again for 2 hours of Dateline Sunday, beginning with the Dateline Survivor Special at 7, 6 Central. I'm Maria Shriver. For all of us at NBC News, good night.
Very nice job. We'll see you back here Sunday night.
The world is now watching America's most watched news magazine, Dateline. NBC News, America's news leader.
The critically acclaimed Homicide, next on NBC.
Peggy's got a cold, could really use some help. Have you got anything to help her?
Well, you know, I've got my big black doctor's bag. I don't think I have anything for the common cold, David, but I do have something that might explain why she can't taste anything right now.
That's a start.
Yeah, well, here, put this nose plug on for me.
I have to do an experiment to help Peggy out.
Don't you always have to help me out here? There you go.
Okay.
All right.
Oh. Hey, Peggy, I sound just like you now.
Easy for you to say. Look what you're breathing through.
Well, we're going to give you a taste test. Put this blindfold on so you won't know what you're tasting.
So I don't get to see anything?
No,
I don't
not
get
yet.
to smell
Put that
anything,
on, and I'll
right?
reach over here. We're going to give you something to taste, David. See how good you are. Here's a little something solid for you to eat. Let's try a little liquid in a cup.
Pick these up fresh, did you? Oh, very crisp. Probably an apple or a turnip or something.
Turnip. I love that. That's good. All right. Let's try this one instead. Here, tell me what that is.
You're laughing at me first. Feels about the same. It's a little softer. Probably a ripe turnip. Huh?
Well, I think you might be a right turnip. Here, let's try one more thing. This one should be pretty distinctive, David. Anybody
They all feel the
could
same
tell
to
what
me.
this is.
Oh, it fell apart.
Tastes pretty good?
They all taste pretty bland, Bruce. I don't think you should open a restaurant soon.
All right, take off your nose clip. Tell me, what do you think you've just been eating?
Whoa. Oh, I've just been eating onions.
That's
Lots
good.
of onions.
Here's a Well, no, you only ate onions once, David. You actually ate an apple before that, a potato before that.
And he couldn't tell the difference between them.
That just goes to show you that your sense of taste really is a sense of smell. 70% of what we taste is really what we smell.
That's a definite way to get rid of your cold, Peggy. Just eat a whole onion.
You know, smell is very important to our daily lives. Come over here. You know, smell is all around us, David.
Perfume. You can always smell
smells of
perfume.
flowers. A rose by any other name would smell a sweet smell. Isn't that lovely?
Much better than the onions.
Right. Smell is very important in our lives.
Now, what is it actually, Bruce, that makes the smell part? I mean, is it all in the rose, or is it when it hits our nose?
Oh, that's a very good question. Bring the rose with you, David. You know, when we smell something, there are odor molecules that kind of waft their way up into our nose.
Now, what exactly makes a good odor molecule?
Well, it has to be a chemical substance that can vaporize, can make molecules that we could actually breathe in our noses.
So you're saying that there's a molecule or a chemical in the rose that gets vaporized in the air?
Well, sure, and
that's
spreads
what we
out.
smell.
When you walk in the room, you can smell a bouquet of flowers.
So that's why on a warm day, the flowers smell even stronger.
Right, because there's more vapor. Matter of fact, you know, here's a model of our head here with a...
Wait a minute, what's that?
Well,
it looks like some squid or something in his nose.
Not exactly. This is the primary sensory organ of the nose. It's 1,000 times larger than it actually is, but these are little cilia. They're hair cells, nerve cells in the top of the nasal cavity that allow us to smell things.
So these are way up inside of our nose. So
Way
when
up
we
the
smell,
very top of the nose.
it gets to that sensory area.
Exactly, and they're connected to the olfactory bulb in the base of the brain, which is also connected to other parts of the brain. And actually, David, when you smell that rose, the air molecules go up the nostril, they get dissolved in a thin layer of mucus and touch and bind to the receptors on these little cilia. But when these molecules touch those receptors and bind to them, they cause electric signals to go up to the olfactory bulb, the base of the brain, and that sends signals to the rest of the brain, which you can either process that smell or memorize it. We're not sure exactly how it works, but we know it's very important to the whole smelling sensation.
So, Bruce, what you're saying here is that the fact that Peggy has a cold really has not much to do with her taste buds, per se.
Her taste
she
buds
just
are
has a
fine.
stuffy nose.
That's right. She has thick mucus, swollen membranes. Those odor molecules can't get to the cilia.
She can't smell?
She can't
And
taste.
of course she can't taste.
But let's see how well you can smell. Come here, I got some equipment, David, which we'll use to test your sense of smell. See how good it is.
Weird-looking contraption.
Well, it is a little wacky looking, I guess, but it's really a serious scientific instrument, David. It's called an olfactometer.
For testing your olfactory sense.
That's exactly. Sense of smell. Matter of fact, we can deliver odor molecules and actually test your sense.
As if my earlier testing wasn't enough.
Well,
right?
take a whiff of this, if you would.
Okay,
Trust me
Bruce.
on this one. It's fairly pleasant.
Oh, peppermint, right?
There you go. You remember that
Peppermint
perfectly
candy
from your youth?
canes
Yeah.
and- yeah.
Stored in your memory there. Let's try another one. Let's try this one up here.
Just smell it again, eh?
Sure.
Oh, Bruce.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What is that, like rotten eggs?
That's the odor of rotten eggs. That's hydrogen sulfide. It takes only a few molecules to make your brain realize what it is.
Triggers that message in a hurry.
But it's very important because that's an unpleasant odor, and your nose really is a safety device. It protects you against being around or eating, unfortunately, poisonous things. In your home, for example, it can warn you that the gas range is on. The gas company puts methylmercaptan,
which
a smell.
Smells bad. You
That's
can
right.
Smell it.
Just a few molecules. Or if there's smoke in your house, or if there's a poisonous substance.
So your nose can save your life.
It certainly can save your life. It's very important, and it can smell lots of different things.
Now, what happens if you, like, lose your sense of smell somehow?
Well,
some could be in danger, I guess.
Well, you could. Some people actually lose their sense of smell permanently. We don't know why. Some people lose it because they've had diabetes, head trauma, chronic sinusitis. They can't smell things and therefore can't taste things. As you get older, you lose a little of your sense of smell and your little sense of taste. Let me show you how sophisticated it is. I want you to smell this very quickly. It's very pleasant, very nice. Tell me what that is.
Spearmint?
That's exactly right. A very distinctive odor. Smell this one for me.
Pumpernickel bread comes to mind. What is that, like caraway seeds?
Seed, exactly. Two distinct odors, right? But let me show you something remarkable about that. Here's a molecular structure of spearmint. Here's a molecular structure of caraway. Look at that.
They look almost the same.
They have the exact same atomic structure. There's just a mirror image of each other molecularly, and the nose can tell the difference.
How does the nose do something that specific?
Well, it's very important to be that specific when we're talking about unpleasant odors and things that are important for our safety. It can discern 4,000 to 10,000 different odor molecules. It's that good.
Wow, that's excellent. But when you have a cold, all those systems sort of shut down temporarily.
Temporarily, just for a week or so.
The odor's up there.
But unlike the people who've lost it permanently, that's just temporarily, and it'll come right back.
All right, that's good news. The nose always knows,
the nose
right?
knows, right?
And Peggy, for you, that's excellent news. When your cold is gone, your sense of smell will come back, and you'll be able to taste again. But until then, I'll bring you some chicken soup later.
What's this? Peggy Smell Well Soothe, David. Oh, that's... Hey! Oh, I speared it. Thanks, David.
Got a question? Write to Newton's Apple at 172 East 4th Street, Box 1100, St. Paul, Minnesota, 55101. Drop us a line.
So join us now for another episode of
Science of the Rich and Famous.
Heads again.
Monty Hall, how about an autograph?
Hey, didn't I see you come in here dressed like a chicken last week? I'll tell you what, we'll make a deal. You give me a kumquat or a hard-boiled egg, and I'll give you my autograph.
Okay, let me look.
And while you're looking, I'll continue my experiment in probability. You see, I'm keeping track of how many heads or tails I get when I flip a coin. Now here, I've just flipped 10 heads in a row. Pretty amazing, huh? Now, what would you guess is the probability of getting tails this time?
Pretty good, I should think. 90%?
No, and thank you for playing. The answer is 50%, or 1 chance in 2. Here's the formula that tells you why. First, you find all the possible ways of winning. In this case, 1, when you get tails. Then you find all the possible outcomes, in this case, 2, heads or tails. Your chances then are 1 out of 2, or 50% every time you flip the coin. So 10 heads in a row is remarkable, but it could happen, because for any given flip of the coin, the probability is the same every time. There you are, heads again.
I found an egg.
Found an egg, all right. Oh, I said hard-boiled, sorry. I'll tell you what, I'll give you another chance. Let's try dice. 6 sides, 2 cubes, right? Each single die has the probability of 1 in 6 for any given number. Now, if I wanted snake eyes, or 2 1s to come up on a roll of the dice, there is only one combination. That's this one. 1 here, 1 there. It gives me a 2. What is the probability? Think now. 1 in 6 probability times 1 in 6.
1 in 36?
Right. Now, you can keep those dice or trade them in for what's behind the curtain.
I'll take the curtain.
Johnny, tell him what he's won.
It's these wonderful slot machines. 2 beautiful one-armed bandits with 3 windows of spinning cymbals. Back to you, Monty.
Thank you, Johnny. Now, the challenge is to guess the probability in these wondrous machines. Round and round they go, each window landing randomly on a different symbol. Now, there are 20 symbols spinning in each one of these windows. And in order to hit the big jackpot, you must get 3 sevens. But each window has only 1 7. What's the probability?
1 in 20.
Right.
Times 1 in 20 is 1 in 400.
Right again. So 1 in 400 times?
Times 1 in 20 is 1 in 8,000.
Right. So let's try our luck. Jackpot!
This is absolutely fabulous. I had no idea.
Well, probability is the name of the game. Now you can keep the jackpot or go for our grand prize.
The grand prize.
Okay. Is it behind door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3?
What? They're all exits.
That's right. And the probability is 3 out of 3 or 100% that you'll be leaving. Bye.
Gee whiz. I never win anything. Go.
Welcome to this week's Science Try It. And there's some real chemistry in today's game. The players include a small saucer, a napkin, some pennies, and a bit of vinegar.
And there's the whistle.
Now the vinegar is being poured into the napkin, enough to completely wet it. And the pennies are being placed on top of the wet paper towel. But wait, a timeout's been called. Let's go to the Super Science Breakdown.
The pennies are made of copper, and the vinegar is made of acetic acid. The acetate part of the acid will react with the copper.
The reaction takes a long time, Barb, about 24 hours. But what will happen when it finally does take place?
To find out, you'll have to try it!
All right, David, off the computer.
Hi, Nancy. Whoa, look at this. 2 new little kittens, huh?
2 little kittens. You want to hold one?
I'll hold a kitten. This is great. You just got these, obviously, huh?
Yes,
Look
I
at that.
Isn't that great?
Now, you're not looking for a home for these 2 new kittens, are you?
Now, David, you know me. I like wild animals.
These are wild kittens?
Take a look at that tail.
Well, there is no tail.
It's a bobtail.
Look at that. Little stubby little tail. So this is a bobcat, huh?
Very good. From the Willie Zoo in Wisconsin.
Bobcat kittens. Aren't they cute? Now, how old are they?
Well, the one you're holding is about 6 weeks old, and the one I have is 4 weeks old. And can you tell the difference here?
Well, let's see. The ears are a little more pointed on the older guy.
Yes.
What else? They're a little more white on the back, too. They've
Yes,
got
on
these
the
big
back.
white patches here.
Right. But these are actually members of the small cat family, and they have a couple cousins here in North America, the mountain lion and the lynx.
Okay, so any of the cats in North America are related, it sounds like.
Right. Now, the cats in North America can't roar, but they can purr, and we'll see if you can get
Purr
yours
and
to
meow
purr.
like house cats, though, huh?
Yes, that's very true.
That's great. And how big are they going to get?
Well, they'll weigh about 40, 45 pounds.
Still a pretty good-sized cat.
Very good-sized cat. And most people don't realize that they are very territorial, a lot like the dog family, and they will continue to mark their territory.
Oh, they have claws.
They have claws. They climb trees.
So they'll mark the territory like
Yes,
a dog.
yeah,
How big a
with these-
territory do they
Well,
need?
it all depends on what they eat.
What do they eat?
Well, David, I'm so glad you asked, because I'm going to put you to the test there.
Right now, they eat
They eat
little
formula
kitty
right
formula,
now.
huh?
But by the time
See
they're
if we can
6
get
months old, they're out
interested in
on
this,
their
huh?
own, and their main food source are rabbits and rodents, and then sometimes birds and lizards. But the side here, lift that bottle up there.
Oh,
David.
that
there
was my
we
own
go.
fault, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's been a while since I fed a baby cat.
Yes. But actually, they have very close relationship with their prey, and if the prey population drops, their territory will actually expand, because they'll
Okay.
need to have a larger territory in order to hunt.
And as we alter habitat and things like
Right.
rabbits and rodents
Right.
decrease in number, then
Right.
the bobcats probably are going to decrease in number too, huh?
That's correct. Human destruction of habitat's been their main problem. Also, in some states, they are considered pests. And also, the fur industry has really put a dent in the numbers of bobcats.
So there are some threats against the bobcats
Yes.
at this point.
Yes,
Yeah,
there
but
certainly-
these 2 guys live at the Willie Zoo, so they'll do just fine. Huh?
You got it.
Nancy, thanks so much for bringing them over. This guy is hungry, isn't he? That's all the time we got. We'll see you next time on Newton's Apple.
Newton's Apple is made possible by a grant from 3M and its employees. Creative people who put science to work for you. 3M, innovation.
This is PBS.
Presentation of Newton's Apple is made possible in part by Omeda, a Madison area manufacturer of life support and critical care equipment for hospitals worldwide, and Park Printing of Verona and its employees, who invite you to join them in supporting Wisconsin Public Television.
A place to grow through learning. This is Wisconsin Public Television.
Great is baseball, the national tonic, the reviver of hope, the restorer of confidence.
First thing about it, and this seems so obvious that maybe we overlook it, baseball is a beautiful thing.
Robinson with a good lead. There he goes. He hits the dirt and he's safe.
Well, what is it, these 9 guys on the field? If you love it at that moment, it's just as exciting as a heavyweight boxing match.
It looks easy. When you see ball players catching a fly ball, it seems this is what we did when we were kids. It's really, we could be down there.
It is the American game. That's just what it is. It brings you back.
What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Beginning Sunday, September 18th, only on Wisconsin Public Television.
Today, you have become teachers. In your hands is our nation's most precious resource, our future. Yet before you can teach a single lesson, you will have to accomplish something far more difficult. You will have to inspire. It is not enough simply to make someone learn. You must make them want to learn. This is your challenge today, tomorrow, and for as long as the eyes of the young look up to you.
There's hardly a job on earth that asks more of a person. All we ask of you is to help us give them some tools to do it.
We'll be studying tornadoes. Please open your books to chapter 3, page 21.
Watch Reading Rainbow, weekday afternoons at 4:30 on Wisconsin Public Television.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look.
Presentation of Ghostwriter is made possible in part by Magic 98 WMGN, where the 10-minute weather guarantee means you're never more than 10 minutes from the latest weather forecast weekday mornings.
Exercise your head. Right. Ghostwriter is brought to you in part by Nike.
Additional bucks that keep our team supreme come from public television viewers like you and me.
The Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
The John Dean Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation.
The Pew Charitable Trust.
And the U.S. Department of Education.
But you can't say it all in breath.
I bet you can.
We don't know where he came from.
He just showed up one night.
What is that thing?
He's not an alien.
What is he?
We think he might be a ghost.
Be serious.
You can see that?
to be friends with us. He can't hear and he can't talk. He can read anything.
He takes letters and he writes with them.
We're the only ones who can see him. That means he wants you on the team.
You have to promise never to tell anybody about Ghost Rider.
Hey, cool. We're the Ghost Rider team.
We check out clues and solve mysteries.
He's a ghost and he writes to us. Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider. What a trip.
Okay, team, here's what's been happening on Ghost Rider. The facts. First, Gabby's totally psyched because the Galaxy Girl TV show is coming to Brooklyn for a special program at Hurston Middle School. Gabby really wants to buy a Galaxy Girl costume to wear to the show.
Tell me Galaxy Girl at the show and she'll know that Gabby Fernandez is her #1 fan.
But she doesn't have any money, and neither does anyone else.
Sorry, Gab, I'm broke.
Yeah, me too.
Me three.
Then Gabby got an idea.
I can borrow the money, buy the costume, take it back the next day, say there was something wrong with it, and get a refund. Then I can put back the money before anyone misses it.
So she bought the costume at the Party Animal, but there was one problem.
You can't return it. You bought it on sale.
Then, on the day of the show, the other team members saw Brett Pierce, who used to be a star on Galaxy Girl. The show's producer, Bruce Barron, gave them a sneak peek at the Galaxy Girl spaceship, QTC 5000.
It's worth $50,000.
And lots of kids dressed up for the Galaxy Girl show, like Calvin and Jeffrey, who went as evil blue Mockmas, Galaxy Girl's enemies. But when the curtains opened,
Somebody stole my QT.
the spaceship was gone. And the thief left a note that said QTC 5000 is ours. And the note had blue smudges all over it. Gabby was really bummed that she went to all that trouble and she didn't even get to meet Galaxy Girl. When she was packing away her costume, she heard yelling in the hall. And while she wasn't looking, Anne...
What's going on?
Over $40 is missing from the register.
And when Ghost Rider sent the team a clue...
The Party Animal.
Gabby got nervous.
We have a suspect who robbed the bodega. Yeah.
Calvin the Boogerbat Ferguson.
And to make matters worse, Gabby found something hidden in her toy chest. What's Gabby gonna do? Get a pencil in your casebook out and keep track of the clues, because the Ghost Rider team is on the case.
Calvin's going to tell that I bought the costume. Then everybody will know that I took the money. Cutesy. How'd you get in here? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Wait a minute. You were stolen. The police are looking for you. They'll think I took you. I gotta cover this thing. I know, I'll use the blanket. Dear Diary, I'm in more trouble than ever. on deck. All hands on deck.
Mappers have taken control of the ship.
No.
Don't eat me.
Only monsters eat cages.
You're becoming a monster. Your ears have turned blue.
Why is this happening?
You're bad at living by Mappa laws.
No, I'm not.
Mappa law number 1. Say yes, do no. That means you do the opposite of everything you say.
I do not.
You said you would return the money you stole, but you didn't.
I couldn't.
You said you would return the costume, but you didn't.
I tried.
The bad things you do are turning you blue. I must escape before you eat me.
Keija, come back. I'm not a monster. Come back.
Gabby, wake up, wake up.
What happened?
You were having a bad dream.
A dream?
You must have been worried because someone robbed our store.
Yeah.
Relax. I'm sure Calvin had something to do with it. And tomorrow, with Ghost Rider's help, I'm going to get the evidence to prove it. Gabby, hurry up. Dinner's ready. And I had to set the table for you, so you owe me.
I'm doomed. It's about time you showed up.
Sorry I'm late, Jasmine. I had gym last period and I had to take a shower because nobody likes a funky tutor.
I'll let you slide this time. But don't let it happen again. Here's your student's tutoring folder. You'd better study it fast. He'll be here any minute.
No. I can't tutor Lamont Sampson.
Why not? Hi, Lamont.
What up, Jazz?
Are you sure you didn't see anyone come onto the stage while you were helping set up the room?
Just the security guard.
No, we've already questioned him.
You're wasting your time questioning these kids. We should be figuring out this note the thief left behind. It's the only way we'll get my cutesy back. Mr. Barron, QTC 5000 is ours. If you ever want to see him again, stay in the foul freeze box.
Mr. Barron, I've already told you, unless you can tell me what a foul freeze box is, I can't help you.
Me? I'm a TV producer. What do I know from foul freeze boxes? You're the detective. You're supposed to solve the case.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
Well, I wish you'd try to do it a lot faster. I mean, you're sitting around talking to a bunch of kids. That's not getting anyplace. Well, find some evidence or something.
I think Lieutenant McQuaid is right. If we can figure out what a foul freeze box means, then it might be the key to getting Cutesy back.
Can I see your case book? Foul freeze box sounds like it has something to do with sports. You know, like foul in basketball or baseball.
There's a penalty box in hockey.
But there's no foul freeze box in any sport I've ever heard of.
Wait a minute. This is a Galaxy Girl robbery, right?
Hyperball.
And there's lots of Galaxy Girl stuff here.
Look. Galaxy Girl. The Hype About Hyperball by Marceau McNichol. I bet this says something.
Look up foul freeze box.
Checking the index. Error penalty, fair play standards. Ah, I've got it. Foul freeze box, page 28. Here it is. Foul freeze box. Any player who breaks a rule must sit in the foul freeze box.
But what's foul freeze box?
And what does that have to do with getting Cutesy back?
The foul freeze box is a square that is set up where the rule was broken. The player must stay in the square until the Keija touches him. Then the player can come back into the game.
So the thief wants Mr. Barron to sit in the foul freeze box.
And the box should be on the spot where Cutesy was stolen, because that's where the rule was broken.
Yeah, let's get some tape and make a square right on the stage where Cutesy was hanging.
How long do I have to sit here?
You're the producer. You should know this hyperball stuff inside out.
Yeah, well, I've never had the time to read all these Galaxy Girl books and magazines.
Well, you'll have plenty of time for reading now.
And you should, because I think whoever put that note up must be a huge fan of Galaxy Girl. How else could he come up with such a little detail?
Oh, great. Some space cadet walks off with my Cutesy. I could be stuck here the rest of my life.
Oh, not again. Looks like I've got you right where I want you, Bruce Barron. You can't run away, so you might as well listen to my plan.
Not a chance. I've got a lot of reading to catch up on.
How about if I put it down on paper? Now, look, you're going to be sorry if you...
Get him away from me.
Let's go, buddy.
I'll be back, Barron. You don't have a pen on you, do you? Some paper I can borrow?
I wonder what they're fighting about.
Yeah, and why is he still hanging around anyway? He's not on the show anymore.
Maybe he's just a pest.
Yeah, like Calvin.
Calvin.
Checkmate.
Gosh, you're brilliant, Calvin.
Is that supposed to be some kind of news flash?
All right, Calvin, admit it. You stole money from my parents' cash register yesterday.
Get real.
Then how come there was a party animal discount chip in the cash register?
How do you know it's from our store? Our discount chips don't say anything about the party animal.
But they do say order number 0047.
And we know that's a special order for your store.
Really? And how did you know that?
Never mind how we know that. Did you or did you not take a $50 bill from the Fernandez cash register?
Hey, that's the $50
Jeffrey?
bill that... Uh-huh.
Zip your lip. Why don't you use what's left of your pea brains, boys? The party animal makes the bodega look like a stale tortilla. When my cash register rings, people think Santa Claus is coming to town. So why don't you junior detectives see if you can find your way out of here?
Because I'd rather punch your lights out.
Whoa. We should get some more proof and come back later.
All right.
Yeah, come back when you know what you're talking about.
Hey, Calvin, why didn't you just tell him Gabby got the discount chip when she bought the Galaxy Girl costume?
Because we're living by Markville laws, remember? Law number 2. Choose to confuse.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
I never forget anything. And I know those guys aren't smart enough to track down where that discount chip came from on their own. They must have a super secret way of digging out that kind of information. When I find out what it is, I'm gonna use it to crush those pawns. So we think the thief is making believe that he's part of Galaxy Girl's world. Wouldn't it be cool if we tracked them down like science fiction detectives? Gabby, what's wrong? Nothing. Uh-oh. I forgot the sour cream for the dip. I'll be right back. Right? All right. Did you read my diary? Tell the truth, but I'm scared.
Oh, hey, Lenny. Hi.
What happened with Calvin?
We went over to the party and...
Lenny, I'll help you later. I have to talk to my family in private.
Sure. I'll come up with you and fill you in on what happened with Calvin. Bye.
See you later.
Why so serious, Gabriela?
Yeah, what's the matter?
Eduardo!
Stella.
Come on.
We've been robbed again? Dios mío, what's going on?
I don't know. We have to call the police. And don't touch anything. Come on, let's go in the store and wait for the police to come. Well. Come on, Alejandro.
Look, I'm sick of math and I'm sick of you.
Look, man, I'm just trying to help.
No, you look, I'm in the 8th grade and I don't need any help from a 6th grader.
I'm in 7th grade now, and according to your tutoring folder, if you don't get any help, you won't graduate.
And if you don't get out of my face, I'm going to subtract some of your teeth.
Man, what is your problem?
You.
Fine.
What, are you going to whine to the principal again?
No.
Did last year.
You sold me a pool pass for $2.
So what?
Person doesn't have a pool.
You know, that really would have been funny if I didn't get suspended because of you.
And the 12 other kids you conned? How many of them did you beat up after you got suspended?
Just you. You want another black eye?
I'm not afraid of you.
Take your best shot.
Hey, where are you going?
Whoever broke in was probably a child or a very small adult. Nobody else's arm could have slid under the window gate to release the latch.
I don't understand why someone would break in and then not take anything.
Maybe he took something we overlooked. Gabriela, what's wrong?
My stomach.
¿Qué pasó?
I don't know. I'm going to take her to our room so she can lie down.
That's strange.
What?
Where'd that Galaxy Girl costume come from?
You know what this is?
No. Alejandro?
Blue smudges, like the ones we saw when Cutesy was stolen. That's weird.
Look at all the blue smudges on
I'm going to take this back over to Hurston and see if Mr. Barron can identify it. I'll get in touch with you if I come up with any information.
Yes. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Lana's so hot, she has her own exercise video. Lana Barnes, aerobically yours. Jamal, told you he'd come back.
Well, it's about time. This girl's been holding me hostage.
Look, I've done some thinking, and I can't do this. You'll have to find someone else to tutor Lamont. I'm sorry, Jasmine.
Jamal, don't quit. Lamont told me what happened last year, about the pool pass and all.
He ripped me off.
Yeah, I beat you behind, too.
Want to try it again?
Jumping bad, crybaby?
Chill out. I mean it.
Yeah, well, I'm out of here. You math magicians are lame.
And what
supposed to mean?
Well, you gotta be lame to pick math tutoring for volunteer money.
Oh, yeah? And what did you pick?
Well, I'm helping Momo fix the bleachers at the youth center.
And why did you choose it?
It's carpentry's my thing.
Yeah, well, math is my thing. Why do you diss me for doing what I like to do?
Especially when you need his help to graduate.
How's this goober going to help me when he doesn't have sense enough to know that you can't use a pool pass in a school without a pool?
Hey, I made a mistake, all right? The same thing can happen to you.
Oh, man, ain't nobody in this school bad enough to pull a fast one on the kid, okay?
Maybe not in this school, but what about high school?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why you're afraid to graduate.
Say what?
You heard me. You're afraid to graduate and go on to high school because then you'll be the new kid.
That's right. And someone might try to pull a fast one on you. That's what you're afraid of.
Nah, you're bugging. I ain't afraid of nothing.
Nothing but the truth.
And math.
I heard that.
Look, you two think you got me in check, all right? But you don't. I'm gonna do this tutoring thing, and we're gonna see who's afraid of graduating. Later.
Hey, wait a minute. Got something for you.
What?
Your homework for our next session.
You know, I got a little something for you too, Holmes Slice.
Yeah? What's that?
A little advice from Dr. Love. That girl is fly. You better be a man and let her know where you stand before a really good-looking brother like me checks her out, and you wind up standing alone. Peace out.
That guy is crazy.
Is he?
Yeah, he is.
I don't see what's so crazy about letting a girl know how you feel.
You know how I feel. Why do you think I call you all the time? Why do you think I'm tutoring math for an entire month? Why do you think I walk you home when I live in the opposite direction?
Because I let you. And because I like you. Did you say something about walking me home?
Sorry, team. I just hope they understand.
And the strange object Lieutenant McQuaid found next to Gabby's toy chest had blue smudges on it. Like the smudges on the note left by whoever stole Cutesy.
What if the same person who stole Cutesy broke into your room?
I bet you anything it was Calvin.
Maybe Ghost Rider found something in the party animal that will help us figure it out.
Great.
Ask him what he found. What's the matter with him?
This isn't like Ghost Rider.
Why won't he tell us? Hurting who?
Calvin.
If it's not Calvin, there must be another suspect.
We have to find some way to convince Ghost Rider to tell us what he knows. We could tell him how serious this is. Someone robbed the bodega. And broke into your room. Poor Ghost Rider. He's really in a bind.
But he's on the team, and we need his help. Gabby know about this?
Maybe she's the one he was afraid of hurting.
No wonder it was so hard for him to tell us what he found at the party animal. No way! He couldn't have discovered anything about Gabby.
Alex said she had the Galaxy Girl costume, and she didn't have the money for it.
And they sell them at the party animal.
And the strange object with the blue smudges was with her stuff.
And who knows more about Galaxy Girl than Gabby?
And who else would Ghost Rider be protecting but Gabby? Alex, I think we're gonna have to put Gabby on.
No way.
Sorry, Alex, but it's a case, right?
We can't ignore any suspects, no matter how much we like them.
Can't do this. Can't let you put my own sister on the suspects list.
Alex, wait!
Exercise your head. Read.
Ghost Rider is brought to you in part by Nike.
Additional bucks that keep our team supreme come from public television viewers like you and me.
The Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
The John Dean Kaufman T. MacArthur Foundation.
The Pew Charitable Trust.
And the U.S. Department of Education.
But you can't say it all in breath.
I bet you can.
Ghost Rider is now available on home video at stores across the country.
Presentation of Ghost Rider is made possible in part by Magic 98 WMGN, where the 10-minute weather guarantee means you're never more than 10 minutes from the latest weather forecast weekday mornings.
A place to grow through learning. This is Wisconsin Public Television.
I'm an artist and a musician, and I play the violin.
Nurturing the creative and individual spirit. This is Wisconsin Public Television.
San Diego. Right here, weekday afternoons at 5.
Get Real is made for the kids of Wisconsin by the people at Wisconsin Public Television and the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
Major funding for Get Real is provided by the National Science Foundation, supporting education and research in science, mathematics, and technology. In cooperation with Marshfield Children's, care for kids from birth through adolescence at Marshfield Clinic and St. Joseph's Hospital. The foundation of the Wisconsin Automobile and Truck